everybody, my name is Sally-Ann Spence and I'm here at the Hills Quarry dig site in Cerney, Wick. Now this is an amazing dig because we've got material from both the Ice Age and the Jurassic. And with me is Keiran Mason. Hello Keiran.
Hi Sally-Ann.
Now Keiran, you have quite a special role on this dig actually because you're a team leader, but your specialism is sort of all around the Ice Age and everything, so you're really much in charge of that area, aren't you, I think?
Yeah, so I'm in charge of all of the Ice Age excavations that are taking place at the Atlas, as well as sort of assigning different jobs, different interventions across the area in order to uncover as much bones as possible.
So this is a very, very busy dig for you, isn't it? Because
Yes.
you don't, I mean, how much time are you getting to actually dig something up?
Today I was very lucky, I got 5 minutes to scrape around the bone, so...
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, when you're busy doing all the other things? Because I know you're looking out for everybody's sort of well-being and health and safety on the site and everything. You've got a very big job going on down here.
It's a bit chaotic at times.
A bit
to say
chaotic.
that, yeah.
But under control.
Under control, yes.
chaotic. Right, okay, come on, let's go for a tour then. Because now this is a very different type of dig to an archaeological dig, a paleontological dig.
Yes, absolutely. So normally in archaeology we'll be working on the features, little things that we can see on the ground, what we know where we can dig. But here on the quarry, what we actually have is one massive paleo channel.
Yes, it's huge, isn't it?
It's enormous. So you can kind of think of it as just one big feature in a sense. So I'll just talk about what we've laid out over here.
Have a look, because at the moment, so this site has been buzzing with people all morning, but they have just gone off for a well-earned break and a lunch break. So while they're out of the way, enjoying their lunch, we are just having a quick tour around the site with Keiran because we can actually see where everything is. So Keiran, first of all, we've got these trenches laid out here. So we get trenches in archaeological digs as well, don't we? What's slightly different here then?
So usually in a trench in an archaeology dig, we're digging through topsoil, we're digging through subsoil down to what we call the natural layer. Now the natural layer is what we normally call natural geology. The difference we've got on this site is we're actually digging through natural geology in order to uncover what we call ecofacts.
Right.
Or sort of like the remains of bones, the remains of plants, and very rarely a good bit of flint. So these trenches are 10 metres by 2 metres. And they're going through an area of the site where I know there are going to be a lot of bones. How I know that is quite interesting. Because previous years we did an analysis of this area using a PXRF scanner, which tells you the individual element analysis of that little bit. And we had phosphorus, calcium, potassium readings that were very high in this area here, which is a good indication that we've got bones in this area.
Okay. So that's the residual from the bones then,
Yes.
is it? All right, so that gives us a... Now, because that was the thing, over here I think we have been uncovering some bones. So do follow our videos on YouTube and look around for the hashtag #HusForce because we are putting up some of these things as we're finding them. We're just going across this bridge here. So
Yeah, mind your step.
You know, we are constantly reporting what's going on here. It is a bit live, it is a bit sort of rough around the edges. This is not edited, but we've got some bone underneath these covers just here.
Should we take a look at them?
Should we have a quick look at these? We did do a little bit on these earlier, but look at this. This is amazing.
Mind your step around here. So underneath here, we have. This is only day 2, by the way. We have a tusk, a mammoth tusk. So we've got proximal end here. So this is the bit that would have attached to the mammoth's skull, essentially. And we've got the distal end still being excavated just over here. We'll just make sure that label doesn't fly off.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's astounding, I think.
So what's the, what happens at this point? So they've been uncovering them, they photograph them. I mean, what happens? So somebody's uncovered the first little bit of this tusk. Can you talk us through the actual process that happens from that moment?
Yeah, so once we've sort of uncovered it, we ascertain what the condition of the tusk is. If it is quite stable, which this one is relatively stable compared to some of the other tusks that we've had on site, we start to remove the dirt around it to expose it.
Right.
Once we've exposed all of it, then we start photographing it in situ in relation to other stuff, which is a great segue.
And I noticed it's got a number on it. What's that to do?
So this is our finds number. that we're using for this particular tusk. We all start at 25, as 25 is the year of the dig that we're running here. And then we've got a 4-digit number here, which just tells us essentially what this is, so it can be tagged and eventually deposited into a museum.
Right.
So that will become the accession code.
So this is going to be photographed, and then what happens?
So once it's photographed, we're actually going to be doing photogrammetry on this. So we can produce.
Tell us about that.
Oh yes, it's my specialty.
Come on then, tell us what that means.
So by taking a series of photographs, probably about 200 in total, in different angles, we can generate a 3D model of this particular tusk. So anyone can view it, anyone can research it, anyone can see exactly what it was like when it was in the ground before we removed it.
That's amazing.
It's a great record in order to retain what it was like, because you only get to remove this from the ground once.
That's true. That's true. And are we collecting material from around it just to look if there's anything else that can tell us about the wider environment at the time?
Absolutely, yes. Because even these little bits of dirt around it would have been deposited at the same time that this tusk laid down. So any sort of pollen samples or insect material, which I know you like, Sally-Ann.
Yes, I do.
Will all tell us about what the environment was like when this animal eventually passed.
That is absolutely amazing. So this is really quite detailed work going on there, isn't it? It's not a case of people just out here sort of wheeling trowels and going for it. And I know you found, we've got the tusk, we've got some more bones, we've got another bone here. I mean, there's bones appearing all over the place right now. As you say, we're very, very early on in a 3-week dig, and already this stuff's coming through. It's absolutely amazing. You must be loving it.
I am ecstatic. I just wish I could dig a little bit more sometimes.
And what's your background pre the dig?
So I'm an archaeologist by trade. I've worked in paleontology as well. I've done dinosaurs, I've done castles, I've done causeway enclosures and stuff.
And you've been on this dig for several years now, haven't you? This is the final year of this dig.
This is the final year.
You've been all the way through, so that's amazing. Wow, Keiran, it's so busy. Now, I noticed over here, we've got some structures over here. What's going on with that?
So just over there, we've got our sieves set up. These sieves are going to be used to sort through the material. So previous years, we have found anything from Jurassic teeth to tiny little bones. We had a bird bone last year that came from there, which is something that I think most people would miss when they're digging.
That's true.
I could count on my fingers the amount of times in commercial archaeology where I've found a bird. So it's quite exciting.
And are you going to get a chance to go in the Ice Age? I mean, the Jurassic, I keep saying Ice Age, there's so much Ice Age and Jurassic, it's a crazy, crazy sight. Are you going to be going over to there, or is your heart really on?
My heart is definitely over here, but when I want to let off some steam, it's quite nice to find a nice little nodule, crack it open with my hammer.
Get your safety specs on.
Oh yes.
And go and do it. Well, it's just an amazing sight. We don't know what's going to come out next, do we?
I don't think I've ever been on a site as exciting as this, and it is an utter privilege to be leading the Ice Age round of it. So.
Well, I think it's amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I really appreciate your time, because I know you are probably extremely hungry right now. So I think you ought to go off and get some food. In fact, we will vacate this area and go and get some lunch. So I hope you enjoy this. Keep following our videos. The hashtag is TuskForce.